This is Ryan with Lelux Diversified out of Dune. We are here in Ireton. Had some problems underneath the basement floor. We did get it open, and they decided to have it cammed. There was a spot where we came back with some mud on the end of the rooter tip. That was going down the clean out for the kitchen sink line. Right now we are right on the edge of the house, just outside the house. This is where the cast iron ties in with the pipe that goes to Main Street. We will be working our way back to the stool flange in the bathroom, which is in the southwest corner of the basement. As you can see, the cast iron is pretty rough. The bottom is actually all underwater. As we push forward here, you can see we come up out of the water. You can see how rough the bottom is. This just comes from years of water running over top of the cast iron pipe, kind of wearing it out. What you see here is what happens on every cast iron pipe. You can see there's a bulge in the side of the pipe there, where maybe just a layer of the cast has fallen off. This is what catches like toilet paper, and you can see what looks to be a rag or a wipe hanging on the side there. What happens is when it's sticking out like that, it catches all the toilet paper and anything else that gets flushed, and creates a domino effect and eventually plugs. This is where this pipe ties in with the main clean out, which is by right behind the deep freeze and a shelf in the basement. You can see where the tie-in is there. You can see the sides of the pipe look worse on this side of that clean out than they did on the front side. Pretty much everything ties in on this side of the clean out. There's a bathroom, shower, sink. The kitchen sink line comes down and ties into it. The water softener dumps into it. And there's two floor drains that dump into it. So there is the most activity dumping into the top of this pipe on this half. You can see there's a pretty good channel wore through the bottom of this pipe. It's pretty rough on the outside. There's a good look at that channel that's getting worn in. And what you see that just fell in front of the camera there, that's what we call a cast iron shaving. Basically the side of the pipe gets rusty and eventually it rusts off and falls to the bottom of the pipe. You can see how rough the sides are. You can see a lot more of the shavings here on the bottom. Here again you can just see the channel that's worn in the bottom of this pipe. The edges are very rough. The bottom is rough as well. You can see the camera bouncing. As you can see, this pipe does go on. There is a shower further in the corner. That goes to the shower. Now we are headed up to the stool flange. And we are back at the stool flange. When we got mud on the tip, we were using the clean out, which is at the bottom of the kitchen sink line. There must just be a little hole at the bottom of that where that drops in. We were not able to see any cracks or anything major wrong with the pipe. You can see how rough the cast iron is getting and the channels that are being worn in the bottom. Because the toilet's the farthest thing, as you flush toilet paper, it gets caught on the side of this pipe and blocks that channel. We will be locating the pipe underneath the floor. We'll put little Sharpie marks on the floor where this pipe does go. If you have any questions about this video, please call Lelux Diversified at 712-726-3571. Thank you.